a brand new horizon. The world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time. And it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low, shake it low. The new sound has been found. And yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a million. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. I'm born in a million. Just don't stop. Born in a million. Born in a million.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Here is Cam Little, ready to get this thing started. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And their drive will begin. Yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Ready.
Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon A-Chain. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. Second down and 8.
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with A-Chan. And nothing doing on that run. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early third down coming up.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. First and second down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Penix. And that is incomplete. Tyson Campbell that time, able to knock it away.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This brought in out past the 20.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. Travis Etienne still going. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Travis Etienne, touchdown Jaguars. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Little now, following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Throwing now, Penix on 1st down.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Got him in, left side. It's caught. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
That one taken in by London. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
He's going to have the 1st down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Falcons.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's going to be caught in the end zone. And they take the lead by 1. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. On 1st down, Lawrence. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. 2nd down, Lawrence. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. They get 19 on that pass play. 1st down, Jacksonville.
Hey, Lion!
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. Woo. 13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Second and a yard.
Hey, run!
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
So Lawrence lines up the Jaguars as they will go for 2. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Falcons 8. Cam Little, kickoff Jaguars.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Buffalo 18, Warriors 70.
From the gun, here is Penix. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
79 Broncos.
They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. Got his man at the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
Here we go, set.
Looking to throw, it's Penix. To the end zone, it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Keeps the score, Jaguars 15, Falcons 14.
So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. It's the Jaguars on top. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Rip, 23.
The tight end, Ingram, is on the move.
Here we go.
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand. And
he bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation.
That one underthrown and intercepted.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
He fires downfield for Pitts. To the goal line and in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Falcons.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who have also scored throughout the league.
And that is incomplete. two-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Read a 24. Read a 24. Right, let's go.
Slot receiver headed right. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Lawrence now. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Travis Etienne that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Hey, easy. Route. Stays right open.
Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. A pickup there of 19 yards. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
A 1st down throw for Lawrence. This is intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
Let's go now.
Now the lefty panics on 1st down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air.
That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Atlanta. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Achane. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you had any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
On 3rd and goal, it's Penix. Quick throw here is complete.
Complete to number 85. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. 4th down and goal. And he'll take it on in. Drake London. Touchdown Falcons. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
From the gun, it's Penix. That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the safety, Andre Cisco. And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up here 1st and 10.
13 heavy. Leaves at 24.
Slot man in motion right. Into the secondary, past the 40. Inside the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 75 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars are able to cut the deficit to 10. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Here we go, set.
On 1st down, it's Penix. Now, deep ball for London. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, Penix. that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side.
Now, how about this? It's a fake. And that one will be incomplete. You know, that is some kind of call deep in your own territory, and that's one you're just going to have to live with.
So it's obvious during the course of the week in practice, studying the film, they thought there was an advantage they could take with their punt unit coming on the field and picking up a fourth down fake. But the execution just wasn't there. So again, you go back to the drawing board and you say,
he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Field goals and takeaways. That's the two goals anytime a defense finds themselves in a goal-to-go situation. Now after that first down sack, I think the odds are a little bit more in their favor. Can they hold up here on second and third down? And if they can make the offense settle for three, man, that's a huge win for this defense.
The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the second quarter.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This is fielded inside the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. First and 10.
Let's go now.
To throw is Penix. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. Here's 2nd and 6.
Go!
Here's Penix. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. From the gun on third down. Here's Penix. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down. Penix going to throw again. That's to Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. To throw again, it's Penix. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Drake London. Touchdown, Atlanta. That his 2nd touchdown tonight.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown. Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, Sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Throwing is Lawrence. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
40, Jaguars 29.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
13 loose. 30 left.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Falcons have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Play action. It's Penix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Now, deep ball for London. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Again, it's Penix. That one intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin Lloyd. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field. And this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
Right, let's go.
The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. That is caught side of the end zone. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. To the right, that's Pitts. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead,
and they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
They'll try and throw it with Penix. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs.
You know, Mike, I've seen a lot of aggressive plays over the years, but this one, it might just take the cake. I mean, to go for it in this situation, this deep in your own territory, you're making quite the statement that you are going to be aggressive all day long.
A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, Lion! 30 left. Here we go.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Looking for that crease inside, and that did not break the play. No doubt about it. They are going to mark him short. Ball inches from the goal line. 3rd and goal. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. And he's in. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars. Now Lawrence gets his guys set for this 2-point attempt.
Hey, Ron!
The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. Little now, following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Now a shot here, deep middle. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Slot man in motion left. Ooh. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down. In motion comes Thomas. On first down, Lawrence. They'll look to set up the screen here. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll be third down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
They'll try and run for the first with Etienne. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up fourth down. In motion comes Thomas. Lawrence to throw for it on fourth down. Oh, for the fifth time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Back to throw. Here's Penix. Again, working deep downfield. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by the safety, Tyke Smith.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last two throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next two drives, come out here, establish the run, dose to ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Let's go.
Second down and 8. In motion comes Thomas. On second down, here's Etienne. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down. Now here's Lawrence. That That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. He's got it at the 7. And the Jaguars are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal. Again, they give it to Etienne. And he will dive into the end zone. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up 1, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the fourth quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
A return now from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Penix. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll lead to a second down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Atlanta. Looking to throw, it's Penix. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down. Now Penix. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now Penix on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He'll let one go down the middle. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. Throwing is Penix. This one caught at the 4. And he will score again. Touchdown, Falcons. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year. All right, so the Falcons try to add on a 2-point conversion here. Throwing again, it's Penix. That's incomplete. Oh, they were going for the conversion to get this thing even. Instead, it will remain a 2-point game. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. This fielded at about the 9. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They go play action for Lawrence. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And that is incomplete. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long.
11.
They'll drop to throw. That's incomplete. Daring Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. This is 1st and 10. A-chain. And a good run there. I'm going to get him 5 yards. Here's 2nd down. Now it's A-chain. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Now a timeout for Jacksonville. They're 2nd. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. It is 3rd and goal. He'll take the snap and go down to a knee. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Go, let's go.
To throw is Lawrence. Looking downfield for Coleman. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 33 yards. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10.
13, Lou.
In motion comes Thomas. A first down throw for Lawrence. A ball deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Hey, kill. Hey, I'm gun. Silver.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. Now he'll air one out. That's caught! And he's out of bounds all the way into enemy territory, past midfield. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 45 yards.
Here we go, set.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. He runs with it. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. That one good for 26 yards. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. To throw is Penix. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the Falcons. They took this one down to the wire. Late field goal does the trick. Walk away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Falcons are winners as we say so long from Atlanta.